And good afternoon to welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with Keith Fustel. We're live here by the historic Laurel Park paddock. A little blustery here on a breezy fall Thursday to get a big week of Maryland racing going. It's Maryland's Day at the Races this Saturday. The Jim McKay Maryland Million is this Saturday. We'll tell you about all that, but we got to tell you about the carryovers today. We have two carryovers to get the race weekend going. We're off the turf today, but that's okay. We'll find some horses on the main track for you. There's the carryover in the pick six. That's going to start race 5 today on the 10-race program. There's the carryover, $6,138. Tim Tulloch has a ticket for that. Also, late pick 5 carryover. That starts race 6 today with that industry low 12% takeout. There's the carryover, a little shy of $5,700. I have a ticket today for the late pick 5. You can study all of our tickets and plays for today on the website, laurelpark.com, underneath the handicapping section. Tomorrow, Stronach 5 day. We're off the turf tomorrow, but hopefully tomorrow, we're off the turf today, but hopefully tomorrow Mother Nature will help us out a little bit because both of our legs of the Stronach 5 are going long on the turf tomorrow. And there you have it, that $100,000 guarantee with this popular national wager. And there's the lineup tomorrow for the Stronach 5. It's going to start right here, Laurel Park, race 7 at about 4:19 Eastern time. Then leg B, Santa Anita Park, race 2. Then we go to Gulfstream Park West for race 8 for leg C. Then leg D, Golden Gate Fields, race 3. Then back here, Laurel Park, race 9 to wrap it up with leg E. Both races here at Laurel, legs A and E, are going long on the turf, so hopefully Mother Nature will help us out tomorrow. The wind's going to help dry it out today.
I would think. I know we had a decent amount of rain, but we needed some rain, right?
Sure.
There had to be some quick runoff and everything like that. How much really got into the ground, I'm not so sure, but this breeze is certainly going to help it. I mean, we've got winds going to probably gust up to 35 miles an hour, as you can hear it through the mic right now.
Right. All right, so that's today and tomorrow. Let's tell you the big story this Saturday, the Jim McKay Maryland Million, Maryland's Day at the Races, 12 races showcasing Maryland-sired thoroughbreds. We're going to have a special first race post time, 12 o'clock for the first race. It's a big 12-race card, on-track events, a kids' corral. We'll have the Maryland Million hat contest. Gates open at 10:30. We're going to start our handicapping show today at the races. You, me, and Acacia Courtney, who's in town for the weekend, helping us out. We'll start our early handicapping show 10:45 for you on Saturday. And there you go, a free Maryland Million hat, nice bright yellow hat this year to the first 4,000 race program purchasers. So if you buy a program, first 4,000, you get a hat. You can get a seat in the Silks room for $10 for the day. That includes a live program and a hat. You can get your tickets at laurelpark.com/Maryland Million. A bunch of press releases about all the races are at laurelpark.com. Look under on the bottom left side of the screen. A bunch of press releases about Saratoga Bob, My Sister's Ledge, the Lewis Field, and the Sprint.
It's a good article on Hammy, I think.
Nice
unfortunately,
article
we're gonna have talk
on
show,
Hammy.
man. But yeah, we've got a good article on Hammy. They're going for a milestone too. Yeah.
Yep. So that's all at laurelpark.com. So Maryland Million, that's this Saturday. Let's talk about the Classic real quick. You have Clubman, the 2-1 morning line favored for the barn, the red hot barn of Rudy Sanchez Solomon. Last year's defending champion is in the Classic, Saratoga Bob. He's second choice at 9-2.
Yeah, I think this year's a little tougher all the way through and through. Saratoga Bob got away with it, a little bit of a paceless race last year. A good ride, got it done. Clubman though, he's I know I'm going to throw out the race at Delaware, but his races at Laurel recently have been very good. We've got a video spotlight for that on Saturday. One of his going on a little bit of a go back, but showing really what he can do when he's tied on here. Yeah, he's 2-1. He could be a little bit lower than that, I think, when it's all said and done. The line maker only had a couple hours to turn these things around, so take it easy on the line maker for Saturday. But I think we're pretty good. But the AEs, unfortunately, unless something happens and they draw in, boy, you've got some killers out there sitting and waiting to get in.
Yeah, Cord Maker 7-5 on the AE, but let's hope it stays together for the Maryland
It will.
Million
Yeah.
field. Clubman, Saratoga, Bob Torture, Truth in there for Jamie Ness. So all the entries are out, the PPs are out. Start studying up for Maryland's Day at the Races, the Jim McKay Maryland Million this Saturday. Gates open 10:30. Special first race post time is 12 o'clock. So that's this Saturday. Let's get right to today. We're off the turf. Let's show you a picture of the main track off the turf. The main track looks perfect. We have a fast main track, right? All
Beautiful.
good there.
Absolutely fast track, and like we talked about, partly cloudy, breezy. Jock's going to stay tied on, and is New York running today?
Look at the weather there, mid-50s.
Oh yeah, it's chilly, and I think we're gonna have a little bit of a warm up for Maryland Million Day Saturday. I know Acacia hopes so. I know she's out here dealing with the elements. Probably doesn't like this cold weather right now, but
so Saturday's supposed to be perfect.
Warming
Supposed
up
to be like
bit.
65, no wind. Supposed to be perfect. And yes, New York is canceled for today.
Well,
New York is
there
canceled.
goes our handle. Dive in, guys. Let's go.
All right, let's get right to it here. Race one's going to kick off the rolling super high five. Little carryover in the opener, a little shy of $700. That's a low 15% takeout. The rolling super high five. We have every race with 7 or more horses. Also, race one kicks off the popular early pick five, which is a mandatory payout. Industry low, 12% takeout on all the pick fives here at Laurel Park. Here we go, race one. We're off the turf, going a flat mile on the main track, claiming 16,000. Filly mares 3 and up, never won 2. The 3, Tis a Sharpie, was entered main track only in this race by Lacey Gaudet. You know, these trains, this is tough. You got to play the weather and find races that you can maybe go in main track only. So a nice job by the barn here. She finds a nice spot for Tis a Sharpie, main track only, second off the layoff with Rosado. A big win mid-September coming off the layoff to break the maiden. That was first off the claim.
She minored in meteorology, didn't she, in school, huh?
Yeah.
Because these off the turf races, how about this for the last few years for Lacey Gaudet? 14 for 40, 35%.
Wow.
I mean, she's like 30 for 40 in the money. So they've targeted. We've seen a couple trainers today, I think, thought this weather could develop in her main track only and kind of got their wish. So, yeah, Tis a Sharpie looks good. Second off of a layoff, some tactical speed at a mile. That might be maybe pushing it. Okay, for her, but I think she's a stayer in here. I go to the 7, Mama D for Claudio Gonzalez. We got a video spotlight. Now, granted, this was on the turf last time. First time, Claudio, back on September the 27th. And Mama D had the outside post. You see the short comment, a little bit washy. You know, maybe the heat got to her a little bit that day. But doesn't run too bad. All in all, runs up wide. And look at this little sandwich there at the 8th. Paul saw it off, but continues willing, picks it up through the final 16th of a mile, only to get beat 2 and change. Going to make the dirt debut today, but by Tapazar out of a Boston Harbor mare. To me, that means dirt should be fine. The siblings all ran faster on the dirt, so I'll go with Mama D as maybe a slight upset. I think these two are going to be awfully close when it's all said and done, but we'll go with Claudia maybe to run down Tis a Sharpie.
All right, so I use her. All right, we're off the turf here, race one. Let's take a look here at the second race. You like the early pick 4. Starts in race 2, going 7 furlongs on the main track, beating Filly and mares, claiming 5,000 here. Let's check out your ticket, see how you play it.
Yeah, pretty short ticket here, only $12, 3D to get you started with the 2, 4, and 7. Swirly Shirley is going to probably try to take him gate the wire. The main speed threat is right to her inside, so maybe she'll try to dog rapid route. Third race we go to with the 3 and the 4, Twirling Star and Hunting Season. These are some 3-year-old fillies and got a little bit of talent, and I think they're only improve. That should be a good race there in race number 3. Fourth race we're narrowed down a little bit, guys. Do we still have that? Yeah, 2, 4, 6, and 7 hit the all button there basically, and in the 5th we'll single the 3 Victory Rally. Had to chase Arafana around there last time out. $12 is your ticket.
All right, I have Victory Rally on top as well there in race 5. She was entered main track only for that event. Let's check out race 2. Claiming 5,000, Filly mares 3 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Never won 4. That's the condition. 7 furlongs on the main track. We both have a nice cold 2, 4, 7 trifecta on top.
Okay.
Swirly Shirley, our top pick. A big race last out. John Salzman Jr. has done a real nice job getting this filly back in good form. He had her in real good form earlier this year, and then she left his barn. He got her back, and a couple races, and she's back in good form. She was in front by 6 last out against that was against Beaton, 10,000 going a mile, finished a good second. Now we cut back to 7 furlongs, dropped to the nickel. She's a 4-time winner here at Laurel Park. Jorge Riaz and John Salzman Jr., they're doing quite well recently. They have a positive ROI, so we both have Swirly Shirley on top.
Yeah, just trying to run them off their feet, into the backside around the far turn and then just keep on going. It's going to have to deal with the one, I believe, for a little while. So maybe she'll show a little bit of a rating gear, but this little drop, I think she's going to carry the speed a long, long way. Joyful Noise may be the main threat from off the pace. Encountered a little bit of trouble last time out. Steadied it to 3/8. We've got that, guys. Yeah, we're going to follow this video into the far turn. The 2-horse that afternoon, if I remember correctly. Joyful Noise tries to steadily advance to the inside as Tee Up, your 6-5 favorite for I believe that's Claudio in the lead, but gets in a little bit of a jackpot here at the 3/8. Paul bottled up, boxed in. Around the turn, but I tell you, picks it up okay late. Has to work through some traffic through the final 1/8 of a mile stand. We're going to see this. The jock does a pretty good job, West, that day, and it just works out a trip. But I tell you, too much to make up as Tee Up kind of had things her own way. Let's check this out. 3/16 gets in a little bit of a pickle here, Stan. They got that horse just in front of her. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to have to steady ever so slightly there in alter course, just outside, and just works through a tiny little seam. Yeah, I like the heart that she showed. A lot of moxie there for Joyful Noise for a nickel claimer. But 7/8 of a mile, she can handle this distance against this particular field. Yeah, just needs a cleaner trip.
Well, she gets 7 pounds off with the bug. Victor Rosales, who's doing a nice job. So, all right, 2-4 on top. Queen of Esther for Lake and Carol Cedeno. She's been knocking on the door up there at Delaware, and okay, 4th at this level here at Laurel. 2 back going a mile. She figures to get a piece of it once again today.
Yeah, it doesn't have a ton of speed, but just kind of makes a steady move into it. Yeah, I don't have her on top. I'll use her underneath in the exactas, but Swirly Shirley, Joyful Noise, they look pretty good there.
All right, nice maiden special weight on tap here. Race 3 on the main track, going a flat mile. Carded on the main track, going a mile. Maiden special weight for filly mares 3 and up. I go with the 4 Hunting Season on top. You like this filly as well, by Pioneer of the Nile for the Hall of Famer Shug McGahee. You have a stat you found here for the Shug McGahee barn.
Yeah, here we go for Shug. Last 3 years dirt, 3 for 7 and 4 for 7 in the money. 3-year-old fillies, second time going long with an ROI of $3. And I tell you, the jockey trainer combination of Forest Boys and Shug McGahee, they get away with prices here. Look at the ROI with these two at Laurel, $549. Yeah. You can't beat that. Now this filly here by Pioneer of the Nile is not going to be that much of a price. The favoritism is going to go between the 3 and the 4. But I tell you, Hunting Season, a good effort behind Arafana, very willingly. First route, okay, I think, as the stats show, she should improve off of that second time going long. I think Twirling Star with McCarthy, she's going to be the one to catch, though. She could sneak away and get away.
Well, McGahee, we showed you the stat, and he's having a solid fall meet, 3 for 7 here. For the big fall meet. I have the 2 in the exact, though. Baby for Todd Beatty. A decent second last out. Yes, that was Penn National maiden special weight. Little deeper water today, but it'll be her 3rd race back here this year. She had on all of the summer off. This will be her 3rd race back. So it looks like Todd Beatty has this filly. She cost almost $300,000 as a yearling at Keeneland. Yeah. She's well bred. Maybe Todd Beatty has her finally going in the right direction. Yeah. Weston Hamilton will ride today.
Yeah, we've seen this move before. The Tommytown Thoroughbreds horse bases out in California. They go west to east and they hook up at Penn National with Todd Beatty, and they've done well. He's had some good fortune over the years with these horses. And certainly dramatic improvement second time in the barn and stretching out there to the mile of 7. He couldn't get close to really Hunting Season in that Arafana race, but she looks like she's a little bit different filly right now. She's going to have to show me one over this racetrack, though, if she's going to get by, if I'm going to take her over the 3 and the 4. These two look like the main horse. Acting Chipper was showing some talent on the go back. Not sure what she is right now.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 4 is going to kick off the middle pick 4 We're off the turf, going a flat mile here in race 4. Nice first level allowance condition for filly and mares 3 and up, and so we're off the turf in this race. I end up on the 2, Mortal Storm, for Marilyn McMullen. The trainer, Taylor Hole, rides this 4-year-old filly. A nice win on the main track just this past summer, not too long ago, early June, going a mile on the main track against Starter Lounge 2 Life Company that day, and a nice win with a 69 Beyer speed figure. We know the filly, so that was back in June, but we know she's in good recent form. She just had a win on the turf against 16,000 3 Life Company that day, so she's good. Turf or dirt, doesn't matter. Taylor Hole rides for this barn. They win together, so I have Mortal Storm on top.
Very gutsy effort and last on the turf. I did not expect her to dig in like she did. Headed after a long lead. You rarely see that. And then battle back to win did Mortal Storm. And her best number, Stan, on the dirt, was a turf to dirt kind of a move. So we may see that again. And she got a lot of help. I probably would have put her back on top. It got a late scratcher, the 5 Mary's Jewel, who I really thought was going to be part of that pace flow and hound Mortal Storm. Now I think the 2 was going to have to deal with the 6, Shooby Dooby Doo on the front end. But man, Mortal Storm, boy, she catches the right kind of field here off the turf in an A other than for this condition. Scatnap interests me. That's going to be my top selection with Jane Sibeli. 15 starts on the fast dirt track, 4 wins in 3 seconds. That's enough. The go-back numbers are good. Looks like she's rounding back into form. And how about this? Last 3 years, shorter sample. She's 3 for 6, third off of a layoff on dirt and going long. I like that move. That's a good stat. Positive ROI for Scatnap.
All right, we like the same four filly and mares there in race 4 off the turf there in the 4th. Let's get a quick commercial break. Couple nice carryovers coming up for you. Over 6,100 in the pick 6. That starts race 5. Late pick 5 starts in race 6. That's over 5,600. We'll check it all out right after this.
Join us for Jim McKay Maryland Million Day on Saturday, October 19th at Laurel Park. Come with friends and family to Maryland's Day at the Races, a celebration of Maryland's horses and lots of fun for all ages. Enjoy a full day of racing, including on-track entertainment between races. Don't miss the hat contest, 3 categories and wonderful prizes. It'll be fun for all at Laurel Park, Saturday, October 19th. For more information, visit MarylandMillion.com or LaurelPark.com.
All right, welcome back here. Let's check out today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Starts in race 5. There's the carryover, $6,138. Tim Tulloch, my co-host in the afternoon, he has a ticket. Let's check it out real quick. You can study this ticket, all of our tickets online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, there's his ticket, a $48 60-cent play. He goes 3 deep here in race 5 with the 359. His single comes in race 8 here. Let's check out his single.
All right.
Real quick here. If I get to race 8, he singles on the 3 there, Once in a Lifetime from the Jerry Robb barn, 2-year-old by Golden Lad. I have him on top as well, the 3, Once in a Lifetime. I like that single he has there in race 8. Let's take a look here at race 5. Race 5 is going to be one of our big features of the day. It's off the turf. We're going a flat mile, main track, second level allowance condition, optional claiming $35,000. I end up on the 3 here. So do you. Victory Rally was entered main track only for this race by trainer Michael Match. Sharp move by the barn. This is 5-year-old mare by Jumpstart, a 4-time winner here at Laurel Park. Vargas rides a good second at this level last out. That was late September. A real big second at Timonium. So she's in good form. I think she's sitting on a big effort today, and off the turf is going to help her.
Well, and she's running some quality fillies and mares of late, Stan. I mean, she kind of bit off a little more she could chew. Yeah, the late night powwow race, didn't really quite understand that, but she was off 6 months. She's completely raced herself back into shape, and as you said, at Arafana, she ran into her last time. Very willing all the way around, saved ground, shifted out, and kept trying to the wire. I think today's the day she's going to be able to get this condition done, get it accomplished. So Victory Rally on top for me from just off of it.
All right, in the 7, we both like the 7 here. So Innocent, she's an honest mare. By Blame for Charlie Frock. They've done well with this mare for P&H Stables and C&B Stables. Forest Boyce gets some running out of this mare. She's won on this horse. She won a nice race race last January going long on the main track. A tough starter handicap, big 73 buyer that day, and ran a decent race on the turf, 2 back, an okay 4th last out against Open, a tough allowance field up at Delaware. So innocent. She's an honest mare here for the Frock Barn. We both have her in the exacta.
Yeah, we got a couple Penn National shippers, horses and parks, I should say, coming in from Pennsylvania. Some races at Penn. Not quite sure. Okay, that's why So Innocent, a filly that, or a mare that very rarely gets any respect at the windows.
Right.
You got to pay attention to her today. If you can get 6-1, 8-1 on here, I think she's a user in the exactas. Boyce knows her. She stays around. This horse is a trier. Really outran her odds last time. So I like her in this spot. I think she's a major player.
You key on the 3 Victory Rally.
Yeah, I do.
She's a good single.
Yeah,
like
she runs her close to her top. She should win it. You know,
yep.
She brings the best finish in this group.
All right, so Victory Rally looks tough to beat in today's feature. Let's turn the page. Another carryover for you in race 6. The late pick 5. Nice carryover today. This will be well played. There it is, $5,681. Industry low, 12% takeout. I have a ticket for the late pick 5. Let's check it out here. $36 play. I hit the all button in race 6. It's a 4-horse field, so you don't have to spend too much. Just hit the all button here in race 6. Race 7, I go with the 2, 3, 4. Race 8, the 3, 6, 8. My single comes in race 9. Race 9, I single on the 8, Top Hat Warrior for trainer Hugh McMahon, dropping from 10,000 to the nickel today. And then race 7, I have Hugh McMahon on race 10. I have Hugh McMahon on top again with the 7 Notionality, but I also like the 3 a little bit once more at 9-2. So there's my ticket. You can study it online, laurelpark.com. Let's take a look here at race 6. Race 6 was originally carded 1.5 miles on the turf. We're off the turf. We're going 1.25 miles on the dirt, claiming 12,500 3-year-olds and upward. Monkey's Medal we both have on top. Let's see, he won back in May up at Delaware. It's been a while since he's won here in Maryland. He went 0 for 15 last year, and he won 1 for 10 this year. But Monkey's Medal, he catches the right group today for the Gorham family. Sheldon Russell will ride. This 8-year-old, he can run. He can do 1.25 miles with his eyes closed.
How about that? 76 starts, right? 360,000. He's one of our old favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, love Monkey's Medal. That mare's produced some runners. Short field. Monkey's Medal is going to be, I hate to say, you look at his PP line, so he's going to be right up towards the lead. I like to see Sheldon just put him right up to the front and just gallop him into the ground at 1.25 miles. I can't see the 4 High Society. He likes a little bit of a setup. Sir Brahms looks like the main threat. He's been running okay on the grass, got the stamina build up, but I got to go for the Monkey's Medal. Got a soft spot in my heart for this one. He's going to be an awfully short price, though.
All right, so off the turf, race 6, going 1.25 miles. We both have Monkey's Medal on top. I hit the all button. I use all 4 in race 6 to kick off the late pick 5. Let's check out race 7. Race 7 on the dirt, going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. We both go with Captain Trips here at a decent 6-1 price here for Sam Davis. 6-year-old's been knocking on the door. Good second 2 back, 3rd last out. Rider changed to Yomar Ortiz today. See if that can put him over the hump. He's a closing sprinter, and the favorites in here aren't the 2 Telling Warriors going to be one of the favorites, but that horse coming off a 10-month, 11-month layoff. So the favorites could be suspect here. That's why we both go with Captain Trips on top.
Telling Warriors is going to be a shorter price, Rob, and dropping down here for Amy Cortez, and there's nothing but one-dimensional type of horse, basically, in this race. Nothing that horses want to just go to the front. Questionable speed at best. I just think they all kind of run themselves into the ground. But look at us. We probably should have our handicapper's license taken away. We've got a 1 for 36 horse with a rider who's 0 for 38, right? Is that what we got on here? Oh. I mean, that combination, that sounds like a winner to me, though, right? Captain Strip's going to fall into a trip. His last 2 races were fine. I mean, he just sits. We'll be able to save ground, and I think we'll creep up to the leaders and maybe run them down. The other horse is the 8. all spun up, 1 for 28. Here we go again, but you got Ruiz is going to pick up the mount here for Kaivan Serrano. All spun up, has a decent number going back, albeit at Suffolk. But these two look like the horses that will just kind of pick up the pieces. And if the favorite doesn't fire, I'm riding on these two.
All right.
That's
well,
it.
How about
Case
the
closed.
favorite here, the Two Telling
Yeah.
Warrior? Hasn't run since December of last year, coming off a long layoff for trainer Amy Cortez. Now this 5-year-old gelding by Telling has been working here at Laurel Park. You see a couple decent works on the work tab, a 49-4 back in September, a 101-2 September 20th. That's a nice work. So if Cortez has this 5-year-old, I was interviewing Xavier Perez last night at the Maryland Million Classic draw about Anna's Bandit. I should have asked him about Telling Warrior coming off the layoff.
I said we need some good information. We know Anna's Bandit, what she's like, right?
Right.
All she does is win and run big. But Telling Warrior, you look back, his worst dirt numbers basically is good or better than everybody else in here. He's going to have to drop off a little bit, but for the prices, in the exacta boxes, I'm keying the 4 and the 8. They should stumble into something.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 8 was carded on the turf. We're off the turf. Race 8, 5.5 furlongs on the main track. We'll kick off the final pick 3 of the afternoon here in race 8. Maiden claiming $25,000 for 2-year-olds. And all right, we both have a 3-6, 6-3 on top. The 3 once in a lifetime. This is Tim's key horse on his pick 6. Once in a lifetime 2-year-old by Golden Lad.
Yeah.
Golden Lad, a new young sire. He's got a couple live horses in the Maryland Million juvenile races this Saturday. Jerry Robb trains this homebred for Clover Hill Farm. Hasn't run a bad race in 4 starts. 3 positive dirt races. And then a positive turf race last out. Now back to the dirt today. He was second at this level 2 starts ago. The third 5-star perfect came out of that race to win next out. So once in a lifetime, I think, is going to be tough. Going to be one of your favorites here in race 8.
Certainly. I mean, favoritism's clearly, I think he's going to be the favorite. Second choice is going to be Can Do 2. You wonder why Irish Town scratched. He was going to be a strong favorite in here when it was all said and done. But we're going to wait another day for Irish Town. But once in a lifetime, he's just a trier, right? Say 4 good starts, very willingly every one. Will be on or just off the lead in here with the Red Hot X-Man riding great of recent note. So Can Do 2 though, maybe a slight upsetter. The blinkers go on. Was working well at Pimlico, still working well at Pimlico. Out of the Dreaming of Love race, maybe a little bit better horses on the turf. But top side Treasure Beats, it seems like turf. Bottom side's okay though. The mare was 5 wins sprinting on the dirt. These two around the racetrack together. One might show a little token speed, but I think it'll merge with the 3 and the 6 for the final quarter of a mile.
All right, so we have the same 4 there in race 8. Let's turn the page. Race 9 will kick off the late daily double. We're on the main track here in race 9, going a mile and a 16th, claiming 5,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. I like a Hugh McMahon late daily double today. I was talking to Hugh this morning about his colt in the nursery, Laddie Liam.
Oh, I like that horse.
Laddie Liam, look, and I should have asked him about the late double today. I like Hugh McMahon on top in both races, 9 and 10. This horse looks tough on the outside. Top Hat Warrior ran a decent 4th last out, mid-September. That was he was dropping to the 10,002 life condition that day. It was going a mile. He got a 61 buyer speed figure. And now they drop to the nickel 2 life today. An aggressive move. This is probably where the horse belongs. And if he runs the way he ran September 14th, that's good enough here for this level. Alex Cintron's been on the horse before, a long time ago. He gets back aboard today. So Top Hat Warrior, 5 for 8 in the money here at Laurel Park. I put him on top.
Yeah, caught an improving horse off the claim, Son of a Pony for Lynch, and that horse moved to the turf and ran well, and I think is running this weekend. So Top Hat Warrior will probably sit just off the inside speeds. I think Cryptocurrency at this mile and 16th distance will go ahead and send with Angel Cruz for Rodolfo Sanchez Salaman. My top selection is the 5 Road to Oz. 5, 7, 8. Tough to really split them. The 8, I'm just worried about chasing from the outside. Will he have just enough left to hold off the closers, the 5 and the 7? We got a little stat here for Kieran McGee, right? Here we go. Past 3 years dirt routes, 10 for 25. How about that? 40% with a 50% tag drop at Laurel. ROI of 277, 5 and 7, all dropping, as is the 8. I think it's now or never for some of these horses. But Road to Oz, I think, might have a little bit more flow today to enhance that run.
All right, and the 7 here, Quality Matters, gets 5 pounds off with the bug. Julio Correa, this horse, a nice maiden score on the main track. I was against maiden 16,000, and they tried the turf, and now a big drop to the nickel. It's a nice 3-year-old by Quality Road, a Maryland bred.
Right away.
Kind of horse. You cash a couple bets and you jump on in here for 5,000 and maybe get yourself a nice Maryland bred with some conditions. But they tried the turf and he ran okay that day. They figure, well, he's got to go back on the dirt, and then they want to win and maybe sell him. So they dropped to the nickel today.
Yeah. It's not a move Trumbetta does a lot with the big, the drop in halves, those kind of deal, the big jam jobs. And where you saw is Kieran, when he plays that aggressive role, he's about 40%. Mike recently, I looked, he's only 1 for 11 and 3 for 11 in the money on dirt with these 50% droppers. So, I'm going to kind of stay with the stat there, give a little edge to Kieran, 5, 7, and 8. It looks like one of these 3. If the one, improves a little bit more, might be able to steal it on the front end.
All right, let's take a look at one more here. Race 10, we're on the main track. We're going 5. There's Rocky.
He's looking for shelter. He's chilly.
He's got a little snack.
Yeah,
here we go. Okay. Race 10, main track. Here's his buddy coming right behind him. We're going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,000, 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. McMahon with the favorite here. Notionality for trainer Hugh McMahon. Alex Cintron will ride a sharp maiden score at Timonia. That was against maiden 5,000. Nothing special there. Beaten favorite at Penn National last out. But maybe just bounced up there at Penn National. Hopefully he can just show speed on the outside and get a good trip with Alex Cintron. He should be able to dictate the early terms. He only has to go 5.5 furlongs today.
Yeah, another race where you got some horses. They just want to kind of go to the front, go as far as they can. I think the speed of the speed is the 2. Take Me to Dinner. I was just given one final shot for this Maryland bred by Tri-Tap. A little shorter run into the turn would go from 6 to 5.5. Might have to deal, I think, with the 3 once Moray could press. I think the 2's a little bit quicker with a clean break. Maybe he'll just get that little bit of a break around the turn and hang on for dear life in the nightcap. Defend the Bay interests me. We're going to get Julio Correa today. I think shortening up, this is the horse that's going to make the run from the back of the pack.
Yeah, I don't
2, 6, 7, 8.
I didn't use a 6, but a nice maiden win at Delaware. The 3, once Moray, ran a good race at Timonium late August, and then kind of threw a couple clunkers. But he's capable of better. He had a nice maiden score at Pimlico this year back in May. You get 7 pounds off with Victor Rosales for Charlie Frock. Could be a big day for the Frock. So Innocent, a couple other live price plays for the Frock barn. They'll be out here getting ready for Jim McKay Maryland Million Week.
Certainly, absolutely.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. Big 10 race card. A couple nice carryovers. Rainbow Pick 6 carryover starts race 5. Late Pick 5 carryover. That starts in race 6. You can check out our tickets online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, check out all the press releases about the horses running this Saturday in the Jim McKay Maryland Million. Check out all the events we have going on for Maryland Million. Get your tickets. You can read about all that online, laurelpark.com. Hopefully don't get blown away going up there to the press box today. Bring a little jacket out here today, a little breeze on a nice fall Thursday. Dave Robbins coming up next with Scratches and Changes. Good luck.
Good luck.